Name that tune.
Turn on the light.
Inside your mind, turn on the light and let your light shine. Let your light shine. Turn on the light inside your heart. Turn on the light and come out of the dark. Come out of the dark. Turn on the light inside your mind. Turn on the light and let your light shine. Let your light shine. And turn on the light inside your heart. Turn on the light and come out, come out, come out, come out of the dark. Come out, come out, come out of the dark. Sheltered by the shadows in the comfort of your misery. Can't you see the patterns of your pain? Why won't you look at me? World is out here waiting for your life to begin again. I miss you, but I can't stay with you here in the abyss, my friend. Sheltered by the shadow in the comfort of your misery. Can't you see the patterns of your pain? Please look at me. World is out here waiting for your life to begin again. I miss you, but I can't stay with you here. I miss you, but I can't stay with you here. I miss you, but I can't stay with you here in the abyss, my friend. Oh. Turn on the light and you'll finally find all you need to believe in the beauty within you, my friend. Turn on the light and you might be surprised that the darkness inside that you feel isn't real and the sunshine is all on the horizon. I can see it in your eyes and I can see that you're trying. So come out of the dark. Turn on the light inside your mind. Turn on the light and let your light shine. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Happy Mother's Day. Did this one a few weeks ago. You might remember it. There is a part of me goes on endlessly. It is wider than the sky, deeper than the sea. It is eternal. its love never runs out. There is a place in me knows true beauty. It is higher than the mountains, goes further than all the galaxies. It is eternal. 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 And His love never runs out. So slow down, reach out, give all you have to give. We are holy, and we know we have more than we need to live a life of abundance, compassion, and love that never runs out, never runs out, never runs out. Never is love, it never runs out, never runs out, never runs out. There is a part of you remembers who you are. You're the breath of God, and I stand in awe. We are eternal. 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 And His love never runs out. So slow down, reach out, give all you have to give. We are holy, and we know we have more than we need to live a life of abundance, compassion, and love. Never runs out, never runs out, never runs, never runs, never. There's love, it never runs out, never runs out, never runs, never runs out. Sing it with me. Never runs out, never runs out, never runs, never runs, never runs out, never runs out, never runs out, never runs out. Welcome Will on the bass today. Giving a round of applause for our new bass player hanging in with us. Take it away, Will. Give it up for the upright bass, y'all. Never runs out, never runs out, never runs, never runs, never runs, never runs out. There's love, there's love, there's love, there's love, it never runs out, 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 never runs out. This love never runs out. No. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CSL Asheville. Give it, come on, y'all. Let me hear you. Give it up for these singers and these musicians playing with me. And I'm gonna invite you to stand for our brand new opening song for the month. And it's written by David Washington. It's brand new, so it's a little complex, but I'm gonna teach it to you. And there's one word that I know you can sing with me, which is rise. Can I hear you sing that? I mean, you got it. It's right there in the most comfortable place in your voice. So we're going to try it for you, okay? And then you're going to learn it, and then we'll sing it all month, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can clap it out if you want to. Rise, it's a new day. Rise to walk in God's way of living on the earth and blessing it with love. Rise, let me hear you. Rise. of life comes through your heart. Now is the time to hear the call and find a way to shine. We'll try that again. You got it. The voice of life. The voice of life comes through your heart. Now is the time to hear the call and find a way to shine, shine, shine. Rise, let your voice sing, rise. Let your voice sing of blessings to the earth and all who call it home. Let me hear you clap it out, come on. Rise, let your voice sing, rise. Let your voice ring a living, a blessing, and shining with love today. Shining with love today. Shining with love today. Shining with love today. Thanks, David.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
And happy Mother's Day and happy celebration of the feminine divine. How are y'all?
Good.
Good. We're divine. I want to welcome everybody here today. And I also want to welcome those of you who are on YouTube and however else you are streaming in to this wonderful celebration. I want to ask you, please, to silence your cell phones. Something I forgot to do. There we go. Okay. We have more than a few invitations for you to participate in. First thing, Better Together. Please join us today at 12:30 in the Education Building and join our diversity and inclusion conversation. From Whence We Came, a new amazing class with Reverend Sylvia Kearns. From Whence We Came is this amazing history of New Thought movement. Join Reverend Sylvia on the 8-week journey as she illuminates the evolution of this movement that supports all of us in thinking in new and different ways. Mondays, 6 to 8 p.m. Please sign up on the event page on our website or in the social hall. It starts June 3rd. Was that? It starts tomorrow night, May 13th. I don't know where I got June 3rd from. It's morning. What can I say? Okay, here we go. I want to bring up Reverend Susie to talk about the Friday Night Spirit Express.
Okay, so the Friday Night Spirit Express, we have something going on, something good going on every Friday night at 7 p.m. here, and it's always something different. Last Friday evening, a couple nights ago, we had game night, and boy, was that a hoot, and we won. That's the good part. This Friday evening, May 17th, is movie night, and we will be showing the most exotic Marigold Hotel. If you have seen it, come and see it again. If you haven't, definitely come. This is the best place to have a movie and snacks, concessions, for the very best price in all of the country. Not just Asheville, the entire country. So y'all come, all right? And we'll watch that. And I'm just gonna give you a sneak preview. On May 24th is Stone Soup. What that is that we together make a big old pot of soup. So bring something to throw in the soup pot, bring some salad fixings and help create a salad, bring some bread, bring some dessert, and we will break bread together and have conversation. We don't know what the conversation's about yet because you're not here yet. When you get there, we'll figure it all out, but we'll eat well in the process, okay? And May 31st, I have some dear friends coming up from Sarasota to do a kirtan here in the sanctuary at 7 p.m. on the 31st. Please be here for that. You will enjoy it. It takes you into a place, I mean, it's just incredible. I go to a very, very deep place when I get to participate in that. So please come.
Reverend Susie, always something happening here at Center for Spiritual Living Asheville. Our next thing is Spring Sparkle Day, Saturday, May 18th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So what we are doing is sparkling up the outside of the center. So we're going to be going through the gardening and the cutting and the raking and whatever else goes along with it. So please join us on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12. Please bring gloves and hand tools if you've got them. So next Sunday, we have another wonderful Serenity Sound Bath with Kristen Hillegas, 1 p.m. in the kids' space. It's an awesome experience. You ought to come and check it out. And, you know, I know you're probably tired of seeing her, but I'm bringing Reverend Susie back up again.
I just want to explain this a little bit. On the 26th of May, Sunday celebration, we're going to make that a memorial service for all whom we've lost whenever we've lost them. If you would like to bring pictures of your loved ones, we can make a display right here on the front part of the stage. We will also be having empty vases on the stage, and we will be giving you flowers to put in those vases at the appropriate time so that we create bouquets of remembrance together. So we'll supply the flowers. If you want to bring pictures of your loved ones, please feel free to do that, and we'll make a nice display. Actually, maybe we'll put them on the back here. So please come and participate and embrace your loved ones. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Susie. Board member of the day is Amika Venturi, RSCP. Give her a hand. She will be available in the social hall after the celebration, so you can ask her any questions, maybe get a little idea of what's going on with the board and what's going on with our the stewardship of this center. So please don't be afraid to ask her questions. Don't be afraid to give your thoughts, because we are definitely looking forward to hearing from you about that. Oh, by the way, did I introduce myself? I'm Chaplain Judith. I know. I'm Chaplain Judith Loniak. I'm also Vice President of the Board of Trustees. So there you go. Now you know who I am. Okay, that's practitioner. Oh, practitioner of the day is Jonelle Varnum. And holding high watch is Sherry Free and Nancy Miller. So there's so many inspiring things happening here. Check out the events at cslasheville.org. And there's also a schedule, I think, in the social hall. I'd like to thank and acknowledge all these individuals who make this day and this place special. And that's a lot of people that it takes to put this on today. As the candle is already lit, please join me in going within. Let the bowls align us and the tinctures call us to attention.
what I know, 'cause I know what I know, that God is all there is. This presence, this one, this light, this love, this dynamic force, this magnitude of love and trust, sincerity, bold, courageous. God is hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet. God is wherever you're at. Can't run away, can't escape, because all there is God. The clarity, the joy, the faith, the knowing, the presence of spirit is all that there is. I am that present. I am this spirit. Each and every one of us is this spirit. We are divine, wonderful, dynamic, creative beings right here on planet Earth to do whatever it is for us to do. The God in us, our purpose, our joy, our lives. We are and always will be abundant, divine health, have divine relationships with ourselves and each and every one of us. And on this day, this beautiful day that we call Mother's Day, which is every day, the female divine in each and every one of us. And we must honor the fathers who've had to be mothers. We give thanks to those. We give thanks for their love, their discipline when necessary, their talking to, they're always knowing one step ahead of us, their cooking, their comfort, and always their blessing and support. We honor these magnificent beings here on earth as it is in heaven. And for those who are here, right now, we honor you. We bring joy, we celebrate you for not just being the mothers, but the women that you have come here to be, to present yourself in the spirit of who you are. Each and every one of you are dynamite. And we thank you. And for those who have left us, still being the mothers that they are, still telling us what to do, how to do it, when to do it, we honor you. We honor you with joy and happiness and knowing that you're never far away. Thank you. I am so grateful to know this, to support this, to be it, and to celebrate it. This is the best day ever. And as I release these words from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you to all you mothers here and above. Happy Mother's Day. And together we say, and so it is.
Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide says, open wide my heart. Hands on your heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart.
Today's reading is by Helen Steiner Rice, and it goes as follows. A mother's love is something that no one can explain. It is made of deep devotion and of sacrifice and pain. It is endless and unselfish and enduring come what may, for nothing can destroy it or take that love away. It is patient and forgiving when all others are forsaking, and it never fails or falters, even though the heart is breaking. It believes beyond belief. It believes beyond believing when the world around condemns, and it glows with all the beauty of the rarest, brightest gems. It is far beyond defining. It defies all explanation, and it still remains a secret like the mysteries of creation. A many-splendored miracle man cannot understand, and another wondrous evidence of God's tender guiding hand. I also wanted to offer you a Jewish proverb. God couldn't be everywhere, so she created mothers.
When the shadows fall all around and the day disappears without a trace, when the blackness of night drops down, I call on grace, grace, grace. And when the lonely is too much to bear, and the world feels like a cage, and when nothing is easy or fair, I call on grace, grace, grace. This life can make you wonder the meaning of it all, and it feels just like you're going under when you fall, 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 fall into the hands of hope, the hands of faith, the hands of peaceful grace, grace. And at the bottom of autumn's wave, the trees shed their leaves, leaving space, and that emptiness frees up a place where we can call on grace, grace, grace. And there's a life can make you wonder the meaning of it all. when you fall, 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 fall into the hands of hope, the hands of faith, the hands of peaceful. Take a deep breath with me and let it out. Grace, grace. So when the shadows come all around and the day disappears without a trace, and when the blackness of night falls down, I call on grace, grace, grace. I'm calling on grace, grace, grace. Won't you come and hear me, grace, grace, grace.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, One Voice. I asked Amy to sing this song because anyone who is a mother knows that grace is the most valuable word in your vocabulary. So it's terrific to look out here and see all of you today. I'm Reverend Sylvia Kearns, and I'm your assistant minister. And it's my great honor to get to talk to you on a Mother's Day. One other Mother's Day, I will tell you why that's a miracle, but today it just brings me great joy. I want to thank Chaplain Judith for that beautiful reading. It was absolutely magnificent. I want to thank Janelle for our beautiful prayer, which reminds me that there's one thing that I want to do before we really start, and that is I want to acknowledge the people in the room who this is your first Mother's Day since your mother has transitioned. If you would like to raise your hand or stand, whatever you feel comfortable doing so that we may surround you with love. I know that there's a few people in here who have lost their mother in this last year, and I acknowledge Janelle for her courage to stand and share the prayer with us on a Mother's Day when she lost her mother just a few short weeks ago. Thank you, Janelle. I also want to thank Reverend Susie for allowing me to use my own podium because it makes a big difference, and it's not beautiful, but I can get it lower so that it works better for me, and I feel like I'm connected to you. I'm not. Yeah, I feel like I'm not looking over the edge way out there, or to the people online either. So today I was going to talk about the history of Mother's Day. And as I researched and found all this terrific information that, in fact, there were 2 Mother's Days that existed, it became my whole talk. And I didn't want to give up my time to do a history talk. So if you want to know the history of Mother's Day, let me know, and I'll be happy to share it with you. Because today I want to share the stories of 2 powerful lives. My talk title is Mother's Day, the Transformative Power of Love. And my first story that I'm going to share with you is about that maternal power that is the divine. It is within all of us. And so my story starts with a woman that was born in 1851 in Oxford, Maine, so way up there in the cold country. And her Scottish ancestors had come over on the Mayflower many years before, so she's generations now, and her father owns a grist mill. So this young lady gets married at 17 and has a child, but when she's 3, this child, who the story is about, her father goes off to sea to never return. They really didn't know what ever happened to him. So this little girl, who's now 3 years old, is being raised by her mother, who's running a grist mill. And as was very common back in the day, the 3-year-old was considered plenty old enough to work from morning until dawn every day. So she was working in the home, helping with everything that needed to be helped with to keep the household going. And so when she was 6, she was sent to live with the uncle. Now, I don't know about you, but they did that a lot back then. I can't quite figure it out. So she rode in a horse and buggy for 9 days to go live with her uncle to actually really become an indentured servant, because she was there to do what she had been doing, work from dawn till dusk to help in the family, doing the chores, learning to sew, learning to cook, learning to clean. When she was 16, she then went to live with her mother, who once again had had small children and was called upon to cook and to clean and to work from dusk till dawn. So at 16, she said, there has to be more to life than this, right? She didn't call a council. She didn't collect all the people who had wronged her in her life, because she was actually very happy. She had learned a lot of skills. She attacked life with zeal. She simply enrolled herself in school. So she spent the next 6 years of her life getting a very good education and became a very well-respected teacher in the community. Well, as what happened back in those days, you can't really be married and be a teacher. So she gave up her career and became a mother, started having children, worked from dawn, worked till dusk, right? She knew how to do that. But it was different because it was her farm. It was her husband. It was her children. And she knew how to do it all. So she had all of her to give to her children, of which she had 9, one after another, after another, after another. So on this 9th child, her life was in danger. And rather than me tell you about it, I'm going to read you a letter that she wrote to her son many, many years later. My dear son, this is your birthday, and I can hardly realize that so many years have passed since you came into manifestation on this planet. It was a wild, stormy night. Toward morning, as I looked on the faces of those about me, I realized that they were giving up hope. And I think if I ever talked with God, it was then, as I thought of my little ones. I talked with him, as we have since learned to do. I told him, God, I could not leave with little ones alone. And he answered. And that little one that she grew to raise became her little challenge of a child. She made sure that her children had a good education. She not only made sure they had a good education, every day was a fun day in their house, a really fun day. They all worked hard because, times weren't this easy. They didn't have like refrigerators and all the magnificent stuff that we have today. And so every night after dinner, they gathered together, the 9 children and the 2 parents, and they played games and they sang and they talked and they loved each other passionately. And they read. And one of the things that they read was the Bible. Now, the mom and dad had come to an agreement back then, and they decided that a God who was loving could not create a hell. So they didn't teach the children that part of what was written in the Bible. They taught their children what they believed to be the truth of the Bible, the love, the joy, the peace, the faith, all of the things that they learned that they incorporated into all of their other education. So when this little problem child had completed 6th grade, he really just couldn't go to school anymore. It wasn't his place, but he was brilliant. And the mother encouraged him. She helped him to find any avenue that she could to answer his many, many questions of why. Some of you may know who I'm talking about because this woman was Anna Holmes, Ernest Holmes' mother, the mother of a mystic. So this woman who had on the surface had this very difficult life, what she had was this maternal love that her mother gave her and her mother gave her, because you see, it is a learned thing. We like to think that we're all born. We would like to think that every mother is born just absolutely loving this baby. It's not the truth. Don't let anybody tell you that's the truth. The truth is it has to be recognized. So, as we know, Ernest Holmes went on to become the founder of our belief. And he was able to become who he was because of the mother that he had. And so I'm going to take a little commercial here, talk about maternal elephants, right? Elephants are the most maternal animal in the wild. They are a family. They're a matriarchal family. They stay with their loved one when they've died until it's time for them to go. We don't know how they know what time it is, but they stand there until it's time for them to go. And their babies, oh my gosh, if you've ever seen those pictures of when a baby's born, as soon as that baby elephant drops, all of the elephants, the adult elephants are throwing their trunks around and they're having a party, and you can just hear them singing if they could. And they all go and touch that baby with their trunk. They acknowledge that it is born. Somehow this animal in the wild understands the connection of maternal love. Now, those children are invited to stay with the herd as they grow for the rest of their lives. Well, unless they're a boy, of course. It becomes different because when they become a teen, now how they know that, they must have their own counting system. The boys are then shunned from the herd, forced out to go do whatever it is that they go do. But if you ever want an uplifting, joyous moment, find a YouTube on two twin elephants that are born. Within minutes, they are playing, hitting each other with their snout, sitting on each other. They're just like little kids or little puppies. So my next story is a story about a girl that was born many years ago to a large family. And this was a different kind of family. As time went by, the family was desperately poor, depending on others to provide needed items. It was a sad home where the siblings often fought and the parents were emotionally absent. She was alone in a house full of people. As a young child, she was expected to go to the fields to pick berries with her siblings. It was a long, lonely bus ride for the child who was often hungry and whose nutritional needs were severely lacking. She was always lagging in her contributions in the field as she ate all the berries, right? That's what you do. If you're hungry and they're going to give you food, you might as well eat it. She was often in trouble, but did not really notice as she was used to failure. At the end of the day, the tickets were collected, and at the end of the week, the parents turned those tickets in for the cash money. There was never any reward or acknowledgement of the children's work. It was all used for the household funds. And she learned over the many summers that she had no value except for her labor, a concept that can still exist. She grew up with a sense of lack, limitation, and fear, but could not have described what was missing. She was isolated from her siblings and invisible to her mother. She had a deep sense of loss, of emptiness, of an unbearable loneliness, and did not know what to do. The years passed, and her mother died when she was 13. As she witnessed her siblings, father, relatives, and close friends show sadness and grief at the memorial, she felt bad for them. She was afraid. She was afraid because she felt nothing and didn't have anyone to lean to and didn't understand. Her saving grace was church. She attended regularly and learned that God is a loving God. She had no doubt believing that. She also knew that Jesus was love and could be prayed to. Often when the song, Jesus Loves Me, was sung at church, she would close her eyes and feel something alive within her. She also learned that when she prayed to Jesus, that things would happen. She learned faith in something she did not understand and could not see, but it felt good and it felt light. Reading was a passion, and she taught herself how to find stories in the encyclopedia. There were no books, colors, crafts in her home. That was for rich people, according to her family. The creative genius that is natural in everyone was never developed. She was as sad as Ernest Holmes was happy. She spent most days trying to figure out how to die because she did not know how to live. In reading the encyclopedia, she discovered the stories of Clara Barton and how she cared for and nurtured people. That awakened something within her. She knew in her core then that she wanted to be a nurse. Instead, she became a young mother with 2 little girls. For the first time in her life, she was terrified. She had no idea what to do with the baby. Fortunately, the mother-in-law did and taught her how to change diapers, how to bathe the baby, how to feed the baby, and how to put it to sleep. The little girls were surrounded by the love of everyone but their mother. She did not know what love was. What is love? We ever stop and think about that? Excuse me. There's a few good books written about it. I want to tell you what Brene Brown, a world-famous author, says about love in her book, Atlas of the Heart, a phenomenal book, came out last summer or the summer before. She says on page 187, in case anyone wants to look it up, love is not something we give or get. It is something that we nurture and grow, a connection that can be cultivated between 2 people only when it exists within each of them. We can love others only as much as we love ourselves. So love is the basis of every relationship. So when we look at our relationships in life, we can question, is it their lack of love or my lack of love? How much self-love do I have? It becomes apparent in our lives, right? And how we treat each other. Are we working ourselves to death? Are we depriving ourselves? Are we stopping to remember what our purpose here is, our purpose, specific, individual to each of us, and taking care and nurturing our purpose, because that is self-love. So Brene Brown goes on to quote Joan Reynolds, who was a retired Episcopal priest, and says, "Heartbreak is what happens when love is lost." And I want to take a moment and talk about what that is. That's a separation from love. So when a mother has a baby, that bond, that umbilical cord that had them physically connected is severed. It is the first breach of love lost. That connection that was a given every day of that baby's life no longer exists. And it is necessary for the mother or someone to love and nurture that child for normal cognitive skills to develop. These are all just, things that we learn in ministerial school and other places. So when separation from love, what it looks like is like we are in a deep relationship. I love you, you love me. We've known each other a long time. We've both invested into a relationship. And one day, it might be a one-off, it doesn't matter. It just hits wrong. And you or somebody does something that hurts. And it hurts because we love, because we have love. But it hurts deeply. It cuts deeply. We all know what that feels like because it is a part of life. But because we're invested in that relationship, we turn our shoulder because this thing right here is painful. And it's a normal reaction to turn away from pain. So we turn our shoulder, and we're trying to get away from this thing that hurt. For every step that we take, this pain in us, it just gets worse. And the farther we go, the more intense it gets. And that is what a separation from love is. That is people who are suffering in the world who don't know how to find love or cannot find it, and they're too afraid to go back. I ask you today to think about, instead of taking a long wander away from this source of this pain, which is actually caused by the love, to have the courage, go back, Turn into it. Clarify what happened here. You love me. I love you. We are a spiritual community. In this spiritual community, we hear all the time, I love you, I love you, I love you. And we do. And we feel it because we recognize it as a part of our belief that we are that divine quality of God that is love that resides in all of us. And it's up to each of us to remember when those relationships within our spiritual family get challenged, that we step into it. We see a minister, we see a practitioner, we step into the pain so that we can enjoy that love and step back into it. I wish I had known that many years ago. So what does a love also look like? It looks like a few weeks ago, and I was sitting here, and of course you ponder your talk for weeks before you give it, and so you start noticing things. And I was sitting in service, and I've gotten permission to tell this story. And our beautiful Blair was singing a solo, a magnificent solo. And out of the corner of my eye, I caught the look on her mother's face, Dee. That was a look of pure love. And that's what I see when I look out here today in all of these faces. I see a love that we open wide our hearts with our song from Amy. We stepped into that grace that is the first thing that's called upon when there is conflict. So let's go back to our story. So the young mother who had never been in a relationship with love except through her prayers to a loving God, as time passed, she learned to do the things she had never done. She talked to and listened to her daughters. She spent one-to-one time with each of them and collectively every day. She told them she loved them every day. Love grew as the relationship grew. It took many years, many failed marriages, and many failures before she came to understand that love is energy and wisdom and a result of being in powerful relationships. First with herself, then with her grown children. She retired after decades of being a nurse. Claire Barton would have been proud of her. Today, she's achieved immeasurable success compared to that lost person that lived within the child that felt so unseen, desperately poor, poor in love, poor in light, poor in joy, and poor in peace. The God qualities that we are born with and never leave us must be recognized to be felt. I recognize today, right here and right now, within each one of you, that divine love that is present. If you have experienced or are experiencing a time where you are sad or lonely, what you need is some love. Come and see us. We'll give you a lot of love. She found that love walking in the doors of recovery. From the first minute she entered, she was seen, recognized, and loved. She learned what love, forgiveness, and compassion meant. The more she received symbols of success and hugs, the more she was able to love back and forgive herself. She was no longer visible, but an invisible, but an important person in her own life and in her love relationships. She has a wonderful husband, children, grandchildren, and many friends today. Today, she attempts to be the love in every room that she walks into. She has achieved a lifelong dream to become a minister. To accomplish all she wants will require much more work, dedication, and love. Her name is Reverend Sylvia Kearns, and I ask that you walk with me as that minister and be that love that the world so desperately needs. A soft, gentle, very gentle, powerful love that we continue to build together. Join me in celebrating this Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. and you shine, Rev. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. I open my heart, even in the dark. The light of my God always shines bright, even in the night. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Sing that with us. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. I open my heart this miracle day. The love of my God gives me it all the good I can take. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine. give it up for the singers.
Woo! Wow. Wow. That was excellent. Wow. I do believe that I made an excellent decision when I asked Reverend Sylvia to speak on Mother's Day. Thank you. I think those kinds of things always come out better when someone who has that experience speaks about them. I can only speak about my cat. So I think it's not quite the same, but you brought elephants, so, you know, maybe next year, cat mothers speak. Ooh, wow, what a great day. Wow. And I want to add my congratulations, my honoring to all of you who are mothers, and to all of you, including you men, I want to acknowledge the divine feminine that exists within every single one of us. So thank you, and thank you again for your talk. Yeah, acknowledge yourselves. Okay, what am I here to do? Oh yeah, the board. Get the money, get the money, get the money. So, this is a fabulous day, and we live in an abundant universe every single day, and we get to participate in that divine flow of abundance that comes to us and through us. And so we do that through that circulation of giving and receiving that has no beginning and no end. It just keeps going like the song. It just keeps going. We keep it going. So this is our opportunity to participate in that divine circulation. And so I would invite our prosperity acceptors to come forward, or get ready, do what you do. Collectors, acceptors, and wait, I've got more money. Hang on just a second. Money. I know that many of you send your money in a variety of ways, and some of you actually bring it on Sunday. So whichever you do, please hold your gift to your heart and infuse it with all the qualities of spirit that most resonate with your soul, whether that be generosity or harmony or peace or love or power or presence, whatever it may be. Love's a good one today. Please infuse your gift with those qualities and know that they will expand and deepen and grow as your gift moves on to bless others. And so we know that we have been blessed, and now we are the blessing. And so we say our affirmation together, please.
We give generously of our financial gifts, knowing that God is our immediate and endless source. And before I play the song, I want to just invite you to come see a concert tonight. I have details at my table I'll give you. If you need to celebrate your divine feminine, there's going to be some amazing performers there, so it's going to be really fun. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source. Come on. God is my power. Let me hear you. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. God gives me everything. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
And just a reminder, we want to include those of you who are in our live stream. We want you to be in that power of the divine circulation of abundance. And so you can hit that donate button and be a part of all of this as well. And so I want to thank Spirit, first and foremost. And I want to thank the Spirit within each one of us who gives generously that we might expand our reach and to lift others who need that love, that transformative love. We can all have that mother love. And so I am grateful for all that has been given and all that it does to lift those around us and to lift each one of us. For this, we are truly blessed, and we become the blessing. And for this, I am truly grateful. And so it is.
So it is.
There you go. Okay. And I want to acknowledge anybody who may be here, a guest with us for the first time. If you're with us for the first time, would you let us know who you are? No first-timers? There we go. Yay. Welcome. We have a little blue card. If you'll move to fill that out, we promise not to pester you, but we will inform you of things that are going on here that you might be interested in. And if you'll take that little blue card, once you fill it out into the foyer, one of the greeters has another little gift for you that'll tell you a little bit more about just how wonderful this community is. Okay? And one of our traditions here as well is to acknowledge the children, whether we have actual, there they are. They're actually here.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
They're here for
I'm
Mother's
gonna
Day.
let it shine. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Wow. So we have actual kids. There are kids in every single one of you, and there are kids all over this planet that need the love that we can send to them, especially in Ukraine and Gaza. Let's especially send love there. And I want to read the letter to God from kids. Dear God, I know all about where babies come from, I think. From inside mommies and daddies put them there. Where are they before that? Do you have them in heaven? How do they get down here? What is it? Now, do you have to take care of them all first while they're up there in heaven? Please answer all my questions. I always think of you. Yours truly, Susan. So we can learn a lot from the letters kids write to God. And we can learn a lot from these two right here.
You sure that you didn't write that? It said Susan.
Hmm?
Sure you didn't write that? It said
Oh,
Susan.
he said, my name's similar to Susan, so did I write that letter? Busted. Okay.
There's only one mind.
Let's bless everybody. Everybody, all the kids.
We love you.
We
We
bless you. And we know you are perfect. All right. Woohoo. Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah. And guess what day it is? It's May birthday Sunday, right? Who's having a birthday in May?
Happy birthday
Woo-hoo,
to you.
Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
Way to go, eh? I never remember the chords. Happy birthday. Ever. I don't know why.
And if I have good sources, which I do, I believe there is cake to be eaten to celebrate these birthdays.
Brownies.
So let's help them eat their cake. All right. Yay. Happy birthday. Woohoo. All right. Party on. No, what's the
What do you mean the full song? That was the full song. It's a very short song. Kings and queens and bishops too wanna wish the best to you. So wish day, wash day, have a happy birthday to you. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
All right. And
There's a really
now
funny
we're going to
part, and
get
people are
a little
dying
spiritual
everywhere.
again. I'm going to invite our prayer practitioners to come on up here. You know, prayer practitioners are also fun, so don't think that don't think they're not. Come on up here. These folks have studied for a number of years to become proficient in our teaching, and most especially become proficient in the art and practice of spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. They're available to you after the service. Come on down to the center of the stage, please. Come on down. Come on down. Sherry, come on. We want you on camera because you may be discovered. All right. They're available to you after the service for knowing with and for you a greater presence of love in your life, whether it's a mother's love or any kind of love, and anything else that you're wanting to be in prayer for. And they can make private appointments with you as well. So let's give thanks to our team of prayer practitioners for their service. All right. And let's just take one more minute to speak the good word and give thanks for it. We bless Reverend Sylvia, who is a mother, for sharing her gift this morning, for sharing her wisdom that comes sometimes painfully and sometimes joyfully, and for sharing that wisdom with us, that the love of a mother is very special. And sometimes it doesn't come through the mother that gives us birth. In my case, the love of a mother came from a mother who chose me rather than the mother who birthed me. And so I know that that love of a mother can come from many avenues and sometimes from a father. And so remain open to love. And remain open enough to share the love that you get with those that are around you. Make love something that flows with no beginning and no end. And for our message today and our ability to take that into our hearts and then make it part of our action in our lives, I am grateful. And together we say, and so it is.
And so it is. Our May affirmation, let's say it together. I pray and deepen my soul connection. Please stand for our closing song. Blessings on your journey, blessings on your way back home. Sing it with us. Blessings on your journey, blessings on your way back home. Just carry the light within you. Just carry the light within you. Blessings on your journey, blessings on your way back home. Blessings on your journey, blessings on your way back home. Here it is, carry the light. Just carry the light within you. Just carry the light within you. Blessings on your journey, blessings on your journey home. Have a fantastic week. Come see me at my table about my concert tonight.
2, 3.